All right, this morning in Money Matters, there is a rule you may be unfamiliar with now when it comes to required minimum distributions and the impact on taxes. So joining us this morning to explain further, he knows it all. Get ready. It's the one and only our friend Jeff Massey of Massey and Associates. Excuse me. Good morning, Jeff.
Good morning.
Great to have you here.
Always a pleasure.
Always great to chat with you. You always provide such salient and valuable information. So with regard to required minimum distributions and ways to really mitigate the tax impact for people, what are things we really need to be mindful of here?
So first, the rules. Since the IRAs came out in 1974, once you hit age 70 and a half, you have to start taking out required minimum distributions. And then Secure Act came along in 2020, changed it to age 72. And then Secure Act 2.0 came along in virtually the last week of 2022, changing it for 2023 to age 73. So it's kind of crazy. And then 10 years out, it's going to move to 75. The weird part, the Treasury tells us 80% of people take more than the minimum.
Right.
So why do they spend all this time changing it? It doesn't make sense to me. So when you look at that, it is a requirement, and many people are unaware that they're required to take a certain amount out at that age. What we do is we strategize to show people how to minimize the required minimum distributions over time.
Right.
Now, right now, we're in the lowest taxes we're ever going to see. Taxes are scheduled to go up or to go back to where they were starting in 2026. So we have this year and next year to try to pull more money out of what we call the forever taxed accounts, the traditional IRAs, so that we can move those to Roth IRAs and reduce the required minimum distributions. There are a lot of complications with that, especially if one spouse passes.
Right.
Then the surviving spouse oftentimes jumps up a tax bracket. So there's a lot to it. There's a lot of tax planning that we do in our firm.
Certainly multifaceted. Now, as a society, it really seems that we are living longer now. So let's talk about the potential impact there.
Yeah, there are ways, there are guaranteed insurance contracts where you can put in a deposit of money and be guaranteed a lifetime income. And that could be built jointly. So husband and wife, even though we may be using one person's IRA account, you can do a joint life payout. The IRS allows that. So those types of contracts, of course, they're backed up by the claims paying ability and financial strength of the insurance company, but they provide, think of it as kind of creating your own pension.
Right.
You put in money, you know you're going to get that payment for the rest of your life. You could be 112 years old, the cash you put in could already be withdrawn. You will continue to get that payment. I mean, many people, my mom is going to be 97 in March. So as a society, we are living longer, so it's so important to lock in at least a portion of your retirement income into these types of contracts.
Definitely. And if someone's concerned about high medical expenses, Jeffrey, as they age, some ideas to handle those expenses as well here before we wrap.
Yeah, there are two types. There are the run-of-the-mill, the doctor's visits, the offices, and all those types of things. You want to have a real solid Medicaid type plan, Medicare type plan. So Medicare Part B is a portion of it, but then you have a supplemental plan or Medicare Advantage plan to help cover all those types of costs. Long-term care costs are not covered with those plans. That's a separate issue, and we find the people that are most interested in long-term care are people that are dealing with their parents needing care in their home, assisted living or a nursing home, and they realize the tremendous expense involved with long-term care. So there are great plans that you can put in place to help with that.
Which is great, and there's so many factors at play, and I know it can seem overwhelming for so many people. That's why these segments you do with us are so very valuable. So thank you for being here.
Appreciate that.
And a happy early birthday to your mother. How about that? March right around the corner with a cake right here for her on the road show.
Oh, maybe we should do that.
Sounds like a plan. You can find even more of Jeff's advice and learn even more about Massey and Associates. We have the information and links posted right now at roadshow.com.